What's up, YouTube? I hope each and every one of you guys are healthy and achieving at least one of your goals today. Today we're doing a video with the 2021 Dodge Charger Hellcat Redeye. Huge thank you to Jesus over at Koons, Tysons, Chevy, Buick, GMC for allowing me to do this review for you guys today. If you guys are interested in this particular Charger Hellcat Redeye or any of the cool used car inventory that they have on their lot, I'll be sure to have Jesus's information on screen as well as in the description box down below. But with that said, let's get into the video. So like I mentioned to you guys, this is not going to be your typical review style video because I want to just tell you guys how cool this thing is, and it's so sweet that Dodge made a vehicle like this. 4 doors in a vehicle that goes over 200 miles an hour and has just under 800 horsepower. So let's go through a few different performance specs. So this Hellcat Redeye Charger makes 797 horsepower and 707 pound-feet of torque. Obviously, it has the 6.2 liter supercharged V8. Mopar calls this the high output engine, and obviously it is the high output engine because it makes 797 horsepower. That's absolutely insane. Now, what makes the Charger Redeye the Charger Redeye? So let's go over a few different performance statistics. So this has a 2.7 liter supercharger rather than the 2.4 liter supercharger that you find in the standard Hellcat. So this has the same size supercharger that you would find in the Dodge Demon. This also gets a 6,500 RPM redline over the standard 6,200 RPM redline that you find in the standard Hellcats. You also get some more boost. This makes 14.5 psi of boost stock, which is the same as the Demon, compared to the 11.6 psi that the standard Hellcat makes. This also gets 2 dual stage fuel pumps, whereas the standard Hellcat only gets 1. And then obviously this does have stronger engine internals to support the extra power. So basically this has the same recipe-ish that you would find in the Dodge Demon. You know, a few different beefed up engine components, stronger axle, stronger driveline, stuff like that, more air, more power, more fuel. You guys know the standard recipe to making more power, but I think making this amount of horsepower in a 4-door sedan that goes to the rear wheels is just absolutely insane. The top speed of this thing is 203 miles an hour, and if you're lucky you can get this thing from 0 to 60 in just under 4 seconds, but you got to have a better tire than what's on here now. These are just the stock Pirelli P0 tires, which leads me into my next point. This is a 305 square stance vehicle, so it's a 305 35 section width tire. So man, this thing is just beefy. It definitely needs a better tire if you guys want to get the, you know, full 797 horsepower. As long as you put a better tire on it, then you know you'll be able to get those quarter-mile times and those claimed 0 to 60 times, because this thing has the power to support it. Yes, it's a little bit heavy, 6-piston front brakes, so it's got the braking force, it's got the tire or the wheel size. It just doesn't have the best tire to get those fast 0 to 60 times. Now, appearance wise, what separates this from the regular Charger Hellcats is that this does have a different hood. So this is called the performance hood, so you get different or bigger hood vents than what you would find on the regular Hellcat Charger. You also get a different grille. So this grille kind of reminds me of what I have on my 2010 Camaro SS, in that this has the mail slot grille. So very similar-ish to what you would find on a 5th gen. The 5th gen's slot, mail slot, is like up top at the top of the front bumper. But man, this thing is just so sweet. Obviously, when you guys get the Redeye, you actually get the red eye literally on the Hellcat emblem right there, and obviously that's found on both sides. But do a side profile, man. This thing is just so wide, so aggressive. I love the color. This is called Hell Raisin, and it's pretty much, you know, the color of a raisin with some metallic flake. Here, I'll show you guys that in the direct sunlight. Obviously, you guys get those super beefy front seats, just like you would find in like a regular Hellcat or a Demon. But you can see, get your SRT Hellcat embossed into your front seats. Looks absolutely sweet. And you know, obviously this thing isn't known for its interior. That's why, you know, this interior is dates back to 2015. However, I still think that this thing looks pretty sweet. I'll show you guys the window sticker, just to show you guys the different options that this does have in particular. So with the Redeye, this one has the optional customer preferred package 2BZ, which gives you guys the Redeye instrument panel badge, the 220 mile an hour speedometer, as well as a few different Redeye emblems throughout the vehicle, as well as like satin black Charger emblems. This one has the carbon fiber interior package, which gives you a suede headliner, as well as some carbon fiber trim throughout the interior. You guys can see you get that suede headliner, as well as this has the Harman Kardon sound system. Yes, this stuff makes the, you know, vehicle really sweet and all the additional interior options, but you're not buying a Charger Hellcat Redeye for the interior. You're buying this for the engine. So we might as well fire her up and take a listen to that beautiful 6.2 liter V8. So this is just what it sounds like at idle. I don't know if this one's 100% stock. This thing has to have a mid-muffler delete because it sounds phenomenal. It's got such a great sound to it, and it backfires when you downshift it. I'll give you guys a couple different revs, but I'm not going to get too rev happy because, you know, people don't like that. So here we go. So as you can see, this thing is really, really loud. I don't want to rev it too much. I'll show you guys a little bit of how it sounds on the driving portion of the review, but we don't want to get kicked out of this spot because it is that loud. I want you guys to hear the intake. I mean, guys, this thing is absolutely insane. I'll show you guys, I guess the rear seats, because why not? I don't think you guys buy this for actually, I guess this is the Charger, so you guys do buy this for the rear seats. The red seat belt is an option, but you can see the amount of bolstering that you have even in the rear seats. I love it's like quilted leather. I know it's not quite quilted leather, but it still looks sweet. You still get heated rear seats in the rear. Obviously, it's only the 2 outboard seats. You get a center fold down armrest. You get heated and ventilated front seats. So while you're cruising, you know, at 180 miles an hour down the highway, obviously in Mexico, you can have your seat back be ventilated. But I want to show you guys, I guess, what it's like here on the interior. It looks pretty much like a standard Hellcat, you know, from the interior part. But I want to show you guys under the hood, which pretty much looks the exact same right there. And you know, I don't want to talk too much in this video, but man, just take a look at that beautiful purple color. It's not quite the I can't remember what the name of that purple that Plum Crazy. I love me a Plum Crazy purple, but I like how this is different from the Plum Crazy purple. So the only real thing, I guess, that I noticed right off the bat is that you get a red eye on your SRT Hellcat emblem, which is on your 2.7 liter supercharger. And comparing this to the Demon, which I did a video with, which I'll link in this corner right here, you get black valve covers. On the Demon, you get red valve covers. So pretty sweet engine bay. I mean, we know what the Hellcat power plant looks like, but I can never get enough of it. But really, I don't want to bore you guys with me talking too much. I want the car to do the talking. So let's go into the driving portion of the review, because I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing me talk. So let's skip to that now. We have been given the red key so we can unlock the full 797 horsepower and 707 pound-feet of torque. Here's a look at the key. You know, standard Dodge key, it's just red, and you get a red eye obviously on the Hellcat emblem as well. Let's go for a little cruise. So I want to show you guys from start to finish what it's like to drive one of these. So right now I'm going to throw it into sport mode. You can see everything will start going into sport. We got the full 797 horsepower. Electronic stability control is in sport. Now let's get on the road. I can bore you guys about performance statistics all day and fuel economy. Obviously this thing gets abysmal fuel economy, but you guys aren't buying this thing to get good fuel economy. 12 miles per gallon in the city, 21 miles per gallon on the highway for 15 miles per gallon combined. I would say that you guys are probably going to be averaging, if I was driving this thing, you'd probably be averaging about, you know, 10 miles to the gallon, because I'd floor this thing every single chance that I possibly could get. But I'm going to throw it into manual mode and do a little acceleration here. Nothing crazy because there are people walking around, but what a fantastic sounding vehicle. I love those backfires. You really don't have to get on this thing in order to have some fun. You know, you can just rev it out a little bit, push it into a turn. It's not the greatest handling thing in the world, but all you gotta do is really barely put your foot into it. And it's just such a glorious soundtrack, and that's what I'm talking about. Yes, the G80 M3 does sound really good, and I'm comparing this to the G80 M3 because that's the car that I'm on right now as like what I would want as my next daily driver, and that's a great car and all, And I haven't driven one. I would like to drive one here soon, but there's something again about just a American V8 that's supercharged, makes almost 800 horsepower, rear wheel drive. Just we'll do a little acceleration here. We'll do a little acceleration here to the left. Nothing crazy. Broke that kid's neck. This is just, it's so much fun to drive one of these things. And you know, even if you don't want to have a little bit of fun, you can throw it back into automatic mode and you know, just cruise it like it's a regular sedan. So yeah, you're not going to get the greatest gas mileage, but it's just such a fun vehicle. You know, if you got a little bit of extra money in your pocket and you want something that's going to be fun, but you still want to be able to, you know, carry your friends or your family around or something like that, that's why this thing is great, because it's 4 doors, over 200-mile-an-hour top speed. We'll do a little acceleration right here. Listen to that. And it's got that glorious soundtrack. Oh my goodness. Listen to the backfires here. What a treat it is to drive this thing. Really, it really is just such an amazing driving vehicle. It's got an adaptive suspension, so when you throw it into sport or track, it tightens it up. It'll go around turns better. You know, it's got the 6-piston brakes. You can hear it backfiring. I'm not even gonna talk, listen. What a joy to drive, man. You really, like, one thing that I've learned over, this guy's gonna try to pass me. One thing that I've learned over, geez, okay, I guess we weren't going fast enough for that Chevy Volt, neither is this RAV4, I guess. But one thing that I've learned about driving vehicles is that, like vehicles like this, is that you really don't have to get, you know, onto them, as in like floor them, in order to have fun. You know, you can give it 25% throttle, you can give it, you know, 50% throttle if you want to, and still have a good time. You can wind it up, you can shift it yourself. So it's still a lot of fun to drive, even if you're not, you know, ripping it balls to the wall. You know what I'm saying? You know, when I was, you know, 17, 18 years old, obviously, you know, the only way that I was having fun was when I was just flooring it between every stoplight. And, you know, that's fun. You know, you get into those modes sometimes where you just want to rip it balls to the wall. You're, you know, you're cruising down the highway. There's nobody around you. And there's no police, obviously. And you just want to, you know, see what the car can really do. You can have a lot of fun that way too. But again, you really see what I'm saying. People look at these, people look at this thing, you know, it's not like, you know, like a M5 where it's subtle and it's, you know, it's subtle, but it's still aggressive. This is like full on aggressive. It looks aggressive. It sounds aggressive. It feels aggressive to drive. It's got great downshifts. I love the 8-speed automatics in Stellantis products. They're absolutely sweet. We'll do a little acceleration here. I might roll the window down because we're going to be sound's going to be bouncing off of this. Listen. What a soundtrack, man. Actually, I want to tell you guys a little story. So over the summer, I was given the keys to a 991.1 GT3 RS, which is a 911 GT3 RS, and the owner was like, abuse it. So what did I do? He was in the car behind me, and I ripped down this street. And against those, it sounded absolutely sweet. You know, if you're a car enthusiast and you can enjoy all types of cars, this is such a fun driving experience, whether, you know, you're just cruising like I'm doing right now, or you're, you know, having fun upshifting and downshifting, driving this on a back street, because you can, you know, rip this thing through a back street. Obviously, you got to be careful because you got almost 800 horsepower going to your rear wheels. But if you're careful and you're just upshifting, downshifting, modulating the throttle, going around turns, this thing will go around turns. It's got 305 section tires up front, 305 in the back. So this thing in theory could handle pretty well. Obviously you want to warm up the tires, you don't want to take it too crazy, but you can definitely still, you know, rip this thing up a back road and have a lot of fun. But I want to show you guys a on-ramp acceleration, so let's skip to that now. I'm not sure if I'm going to blur the speedometer or not, but we're just going to roll onto it. Yeah, this thing will get swirly, especially with these tires on it. So like I said, if you guys want to put the full power to the ground, you don't want to use these Pirelli tires. You're gonna have to put like a Mickey Thompson on it, or like a thick Michelin, because this thing will, you know, this thing will slide you off the road if you're not careful with it. So you got to respect the power. If you guys have never been in, you know, a car like this, you have to respect the power. That's like the best advice that I can give you, is respect the power. Don't just go into it flooring it. But here, I'll throw it into 8th gear or 7th gear and we'll just cruise. You know, now we're just cruising on the highway with 800 horsepower. So this thing can do it all. You know what I'm saying? If you want to rip it, you want to, like, let's say, you know, a Mustang GT pulls up beside us. Obviously, we're going to blow the doors off of it. But you can, you know, beat a Mustang GT. You could beat a Mustang GT 500 maybe. But you can also just cruise like that Honda Ridgeline's cruising, or cruise like that Toyota Highlander's cruising, and just go down the highway with, you know, not a care in the world besides getting from point A to point B. So this thing will do everything. I'm gonna do one more little acceleration after I do a little U-turn right here, because I want to show you guys that you can have fun without, you know, being obnoxious. So we'll do a little acceleration here, and then I'm gonna end out today's video. But just take a listen to the backfires. Beautiful. Here's a little acceleration uphill. We're just in second. I'm not going to put it in first. Listen to the supercharger. So much fun, even just ripping it like that. And even like on this road right here really stinks. You know, it's bumpy as heck. Here, we'll let these people go by. And then, you know, you're just cruising. You just let people go, and then you just do a little acceleration. And then you got this sharp turn right here. There's a Jeep SRT. We gotta show them that we know what that is, because a lot of people don't know what a Jeep SRT is. But man, Jesus, thank you so much for letting me drive this thing. If you guys are interested in this, like I said, Koons, Tysons, Chevy, Buick, GMC, make sure you guys ask for Jesus. What an absolute beast. It only has 16,120 miles. It'll probably have 16,123 miles by the time that I'm done with it. But one more thing, we'll do one more little acceleration before we end out today's video, because why not? All right, guys, that is it. Like I said, if you guys are interested, I'll have Jesus's information in the description box down below. But I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.